Hey Dom, this is Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into something that recently popped up on Google with Jungkook and his marriage. What is going on with this? I definitely want to talk about this and my thoughts on it, and who this other idol is. I think a lot of you may or may not be surprised about who we are talking about. I also want to get into some nude trending photos that have made armies go crazy. You'll love this. So grab your dumpling, a tea spilling mug merch, and let's jump into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first if you're a hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into is what is going on with the gay marriage thing. Jungkook has been shipped with pretty much every female idol out there, and for the most part, there's very little evidence of the two actually being together or anything like that. The theories can sometimes range from something like eye contact or posting similar pictures as each other to something like posing in the same way. Since a lot of these women that are seen within the same building as Jungkook are often not talking to each other, these are pretty much the only interactions you'll have. However, one of the most common theories, and one that a lot of people believe to be true, is Taekook, Taehyung and Jungkook. This is the biggest ship that BTS has, and every time there's even a Taekook moment, like in a music video or any type of new video BTS puts out, Taekook ends up trending on the tweetster with over hundreds of thousands of tweets in the hashtag. And I think one time I saw 1 million. So it's not just like a few small number of people think they're dating, it's a lot. Recently, it seems like the company or BTS themselves have chosen not to have a lot of public moments. And regardless of whether they're real or not, them doing anything in front of the camera is considered fan service. So they're not participating in public fan service as much anymore, and they're kind of toning that down. That doesn't mean they're not still close, it just means publicly we don't see them touching each other and all that as much anymore. Do I believe Taekook is real? I don't know. I would support them either way. Big Hit hasn't confirmed anything, and so we don't know anything 100% until then. However, there's many rumors floating around that Big Hit did confirm, but you can never find the official source of that. Those two seem to be photoshopped or fake. Several Taekook moments are found in weird times where people turn up the volume and hear kissing sounds or signs of each other's things in hotel rooms and bedrooms. This is of course bound to happen as they are bandmates first and foremost. So of course there's stuff at each other's rooms and whatnot. I mean, if we're going to be fair, we need to look at all the angles here. The one thing that I found super interesting, I think this adds to Taekook theories, is what happens when you decide to Google, is Taekook married? The answer appears to be claiming that Taekook is married, or at least was, which I find so interesting. Also, given the fact that Taekook is so big, I do wonder why Big Hit hasn't gone ahead and addressed this and talk about it. Also, just a quick disclaimer, please do not argue with each other about this. If you believe it, that's amazing. If you don't, that's amazing too. Let's respect each other's opinions. And I've mentioned before that all of these ships have a possibility of being true until the company denies or confirms them. But until they deny or confirm, we can think whatever we want. It's very interesting how big this got, because there's a lot of people who do a quick Google search and see this answer and think it has been officially confirmed by Big Hit, which obviously is a problem, right? Because even if you believe it, since it hasn't been confirmed, you can't go around saying definitively. And same goes since they didn't deny it. But for this to give somewhat of a definitive answer is not great, and kind of even outs them if it was true and they were not ready to come out. If you're unaware of how this particular thing of Google works, if you type in a question nowadays on Google, Google doesn't actually have any answers for you. They can't physically answer any questions. They only find them. And I think we just throw around the words, oh, Google knows, or just ask Google. And it's like Google only finds you references to the correct answer, or what it thinks is the correct answer. 99% of the time, unless there's pressure for Google to give the correct answer, i.e. like with COVID information, they will surface the most recent and reliable sources for COVID information. But with other information, the top links on Google are just what is the most popular website, not necessarily correct. I.e. that's why Wikipedia appears first a lot of the time, because it's the most popular. But professors and teachers tell you not to use it. In this case, Taekook being married appeared to be the first because this was a news article that seemed sketchy. But because there was a news article saying this, it might have just been the most shareable, and it ended up being not only the top search, but Google then likes to take a little paragraph from the website and just put it there on the search page. So you don't even have to click on the website. You just see the answer. I'm not even talking about Taekook, but do y'all see how problematic that is in general? If someone writes an article that is misinformation, but it's so popular, then Google displays it as fact, not great. As for Taekook, I will support them no matter what they are, or what their orientation is, or their relationship with each other is, platonic or romantic. They're very cute together. I love seeing them interact. It makes my heart super warm and bubbly. I love seeing them hug each other, and back when they did concerts, I love seeing them interact with each other with little dances and other things like that. I also love seeing them do live streams together, which they don't do as much anymore. A lot of us love seeing what Jungkook is up to, and we absolutely love seeing pics of him at the gym. Recently on the tweetster, Big Hit was trending with Big Hit closed the gym. Basically, this is not the first time this has happened. Every time we see Jungkook, mainly Jungkook because he works out the most, but every time we see his arms or we see chesticles, like really manly big chesticles, armies freak out about how often BTS goes to the gym and how buff they're getting. Those photos end up going viral and people trend the hashtag Big Hit Close the Gym because we armies are going to die. Like if Big Hit cares about our health at all, they will close the gym. Because most K-pop idols are not this buff and it's too much. There are photos and clips going around of Jungkook kind of stretching his back a little bit, and when you say you saw his back muscles, I was like, wait, hold up, I didn't know that was there. And I miss hubby. This is why he never talks to me, because he's too busy in the gym. Let's have a little less gym time and a little more talk to Dave time. You know what I mean? But on a serious note, I hope he is not just trying to get ripped, but actually be healthy too. But this was very shocking to a lot of armies. One person on the tweetster said, hello, Jian Jungkook, I can go crazy. Same though, like actual mood, he be killing us. Like he don't care if we live anymore. They're going to the military next year. They're not trying to save us anymore. They're gonna go all out because it doesn't matter anymore. I'm kidding, but there were also photos of Jungkook and BTS in these see-through shirts that also started to resurface as well, and I was like, wait, just wait there a minute. What is this? I need Big Hit to explain. They literally thought Jungkook or whoever's in BTS, the boy group, can literally go outside with their whole back exposed and we armies will be okay. They thought it was a good idea to post that. I'm suing. Joking aside, they look really good. I'm absolutely jealous of their bodies, and I think they've obviously worked very hard for it. I do find it funny that BTS or whatever are not allowed to take off their shirt, allegedly. At least this is what everyone theorizes, because they literally rarely ever take their shirt off. I think the only person that has done it completely is Jimin, the others have not. And Jungkook has flashed his abs before. But in shows or whatever, they usually censor BTS members when they have their shirt off. But apparently showing their nude back, that's okay. That's not a problem. Well, newsflash, the biggest flashing news. It is a problem because I can't breathe. I was sent their workout routine, and specifically Jungkook because he obviously lifts weights, but he also does boxing and a lot of those kind of extracurricular activities. And of course, he's going to look amazing like that. I do find it amazing that Jungkook has so many interests outside of singing and dancing, and he's so well diversified in that. Even if his career was over tomorrow, he has enough skills to literally do something else. He can become a personal trainer. He can become a boxer. Although anyone who's willing to throw hands on Cookie, I will literally be there with my shotgun. Be there with my gun like, I just want to talk. How dare you punch back when Cookie punches you? How dare you defend yourself? You need to stand there and let Cookie kill you. Honestly, he could punch me and I would thank him for even blessing me with half a second to look in my direction before throwing the punch. Scratch that. I wouldn't say thank you. It's my dream to be punched by Cookie. I'm kidding. I'd probably die if he punched me, both literally and figuratively. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have over 300 videos that are already up on there that you can get access to the moment you sign up on there. We currently have a $1 tier that is limited and a 10% sale going on over there if you would like to check that out. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also request things you'd like to see over there. We have a great time interacting with each other over there as well, and also send out cards and all that stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there that's free to watch that kind of goes over if you would like to support this channel even more, what you can do. So make sure you go over there and check that out. With that said, there's two videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.